the story of this line is pretty interesting. It's like,
oh yeah, you should tell the story.
yeah, so a total climbing legend, Tomáš Pilka. He is a guy that started climbing with my dad, and later on during the 80s and 90s he put up like the first 8As and first 8Bs. He drove around and he thought that it was interesting, and he would climb on the top of shoulder of another friend and chalk it up as high as possible. And he told another friend, who is actually a priest, that like, ooh, there is a very interesting arete, and look, I already made it halfway up. And then he started climbing. He believed that he made it halfway up, and like 1 year later he finally did the arete on the top rope.
The priest.
The priest.
And he's he belongs to the cemetery right here, right?
Well, he was like doing some ceremonies like in the neighboring village.
Okay.
But this is actually quite interesting. The priest made the first ascent of this arete next to the cemetery and next to crematory.
Wow.
You know, the place where they are burning the bodies.
That's actually a very interesting story.
So the problem is called exhumation.
Yeah. And how many ascents does it have?
So it was first ascended in 2000, and I repeated it last year.
So it's only you and the priest?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think this is Adam's most, it's not the most viewed, it's the second most viewed video on his channel, where he tries this. He says it's pretty hard actually, and it's very slippery. We just felt the holds. It's a little bit noisy here. We're by the highway. Look how high this is. And there's a lady from she's like taking care of the bridge or whatever, and she's wondering what we're doing here. First she was very skeptical of what we're doing, but then she realized it's Adam Ondra, and then it was fine. He graded it 8B route.
8B route or 8A boulder? I thought it was more like 8B boulder, 8C route.
Okay. Yeah.
I repeated it in like normal approach shoes with like the sticky rubber.
Yeah.
Magnus doesn't have it, so I'll try it with climbing shoes.
Adam said earlier that it's probably harder with climbing shoes because you want like more surf, like a different type of friction.
You need something soft and really flat.
Yeah. Well,
and I'm like trying to squeeze with all of my foot.
We just have to apologize for the audio. It's gonna be really bad in this video because there's so many cars and so much stuff going on, but it is what it is, you know. I'm just gonna try to establish on this.
Nice.
Easy.
Oh, it feels like it wants to spit you off the wall.
The friction of the concrete is quite tricky. It's like definitely slippery, more slippery than it looks.
Yeah.
And the priest actually did it the whole way with this technique. Yeah. I think I'd rather just use more finger strength and find some features down low.
Yeah.
And only on the very top I stick to this technique.
Yeah. So the lady, she came to, did she come because we were here, or did she come?
No, she's like just checking out the bridge, whether everything is fine.
Okay.
And then she was surprised what I'm doing here. And then she recognized me.
And then she wanted a picture.
Exactly. We were a little afraid if she wasn't about to kick us out.
Yeah.
But
as long as you're Adam Ondra, everything's okay. Come on. Yeah. So I see you're crimping the things.
For me it helps.
Okay.
Come on. I think the trick is not to have your arms like too high.
Yeah.
Just always like keep it like.
Okay, right in front of you.
Yeah.
And then move the feet up as you go. Okay.
It depends if you have like better feature, maybe it's better to make like a faster and bigger move.
Yeah.
If it's worse, better to make like small moves.
Did you try it barefoot?
Nah, I don't think.
Do you think it's good? No.
I think it's harder.
Yeah. It looked like once you got in the flow, it was like okay.
But actually, just where I dropped off,
Yeah.
it gets much harder.
Yeah.
This is kind of the last feature, and then you have to start doing like this.
Yeah.
And it gets much slower because you really have to stay really close, only like in your chest
Yeah.
height, and just keep doing like really short moves. And then it's like you're getting closer
Yeah.
to the jack.
Yeah.
You're thinking, oh fuck, I'm really high.
Yeah.
And you are thinking like, shouldn't now I just jump or keep on going?
But do you know exactly where you're holding, or you're just kind of going with the flow?
In the at the bottom, once I had it dialed, I knew pretty much exactly where to hold it.
Yeah.
But higher up, you just hold it wherever.
Okay.
It's the same everywhere. There's always this feature that for me works really well.
Oh, okay.
So usually I'm pulling harder with my left. So this is a good hold. The next one with the rail.
Yeah.
And then there's a good thump.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well,
2 feet at the same height. Come on.
longest, well.
Yeah,
You
that's
leave your
good.
feet too low though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Higher. It's
Like every time you should only like always get to the position that you can feel that you can almost release your hands.
okay.
And
Yeah.
so always the hard part is like trying hard, pinching in order
Yeah.
to move your feet at the same time, exactly the same height.
I feel like I'm almost standing more on my heels than on my
yeah.
like heel hooking, frogging. It's actually more about finger strength than I thought it would be, because you're kind of crimping or pinching
Yeah,
the
yeah.
little.
That's the way you can cheat, but higher up it's not
It's
possible
not
anymore.
possible. Oh wow. It must be pretty, even with like 7 crash pads.
Yeah.
It's still pretty scary. Yeah. Because you see when you fire off, you like fly out. So you need good strong spotters as well.
Yeah.
Are you gonna try to go higher, or are you?
Maybe the same height or 2 moves higher
Okay.
if I feel confident.
Yeah. I'll spot you.
All right.
Yeah.
Follow safe.
Yeah. Were you gonna actually do it there?
I was considering.
Yeah.
I was just trying to do 1 move higher if I felt confident, and I wanted to test the fall.
Yeah.
Actually, felt
It felt okay.
no problem.
I'm trying a different technique.
Yeah, like laybacking.
Laybacking, but it's not. You have to do it that way. I think that you did it.
I think it's really hard to layback.
But if it was just a little bit,
Yeah.
it would.
Better friction for the feet,
Yeah.
and it's possible.
If you just speed on it, just go really fast.
Actually, some on the Czech sandstone,
Yeah.
there's lots of arête climbing, some
Yeah.
of the best I've ever seen.
Okay.
And it depends, some of them you have to more like hugging techniques, some of them like this, and
Yeah.
some of them the layback. And I find the layback technique is the most sketchy. Like the most technical and really low percentage. That one is usually impossible to onside. You really have to have it dialed and know about all the tiny like bumps where you can place your foot.
Yeah.
Whether the hugging arêtes are more like you just
Yeah,
go
yeah.
wherever you want and just try to fight your way to the top. Yeah, that's a good technique. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. That's perfect. But now the position was perfect. Did you feel like you could really work with your feet very well?
Yeah. If I get my right foot on here,
All right.
it's a lot better. But my feet were a little bit too high that time. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Good job.
Oh, this is so much fun.
That's cool. Yeah. Sometimes it feels impossible and other times it feels okay. We could try to move the pants and layback a little bit.
Yeah.
Should we?
Yeah. It's like everything is telling you you're going to fall off, but it's possible to keep moving.
Oh, it's so awkward. Oh man, you're making it look so easy now. Come on. Nice. Whoa, that's so easy though.
Wow.
That looks so much easier than the other one back there. Nice job.
Just really slow. Yeah. Yeah.
Magnus, kom igjen.
Oh yeah. There we go.
Nice.
I enjoyed that.
Did you prefer laybacking or frogging?
I prefer laybacking.
Yeah?
It's more fun. Yeah. This way is more strength.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel a little bit tired after these last videos, so but it's been a lot of fun.
Come on.
Okay. Come on. Yeah, nice, easy. Come on, Adam. Come on.
It was close.
Wow.
And the fall is safe.
Were you actually gonna go for it?
I thought so.
Okay. Do you think you're gonna downgrade this boulder now? Because now it's more technical. Now it's not so much power.
I think it's similar.
It's still the same grade, yeah.
You feel like you climb for such a long time
Yeah.
that you must be like so ridiculously high,
Yeah.
but you're not because it just takes a lot of time to climb.
I thought it was scary to spot you. I was like, is he gonna come flying now?
But then I felt
Yes.
like a little bit not so confident, so I just let it go. But
Yeah.
the fall was
Yeah.
no problem.
Yeah, just make sure you don't
Yeah.
slip
Yeah.
off with the hands first.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I can. I'll try my best.
I tested him in the gym yesterday. Strong enough to spot for sure.
And the thing about this thing is it doesn't cost so much power,
Yeah.
so you can try many times. It's like a slab.
Very nice for the skin. No?
Very nice, yeah. Yeah, I was feeling it coming and then I just went for it.
Come on.
I think I have to do smaller steps
Yeah.
with my hands. I do too far reaches. Oh man. You gonna try it again, or you think it's a little bit too sketchy?
Yeah,
I don't
once
want-
more.
Once more? I don't want you to break your heels on the concrete here for a video, YouTube video.
If I broke, it's not
Yeah.
your fault.
No, but still.
Come on. Nice. Come on. Stay with it. Nice. Come on. Yes. Good.
Oh man, I had to fight the whole way to stay on the wall.
Good. Halfway up, Mark.
Halfway with the hands. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's harder than it looks,
Yeah.
I think. When I saw it on in photographs and stuff, it doesn't look that hard, but it's actually pretty hard. And you said it's harder when the paint is fresh, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're gonna repaint it pretty soon, so now it's the time to send it.
Right.
Laybacking your fall is the fall is more sketchy than doing it this way.
Yeah. In the end.
Yeah. So it's not worth it.
Because if you're like squeezing,
Yeah.
it's more of, I think it's more of a feeling that you could fall backwards.
Yeah.
But it's only like unlikely case that your hands just slip unexpectedly and your feet just stay on.
Yeah.
Which I don't think it's very likely.
Yeah.
Now I could feel like, because there the footholds gets really bad and you really have to start laybacking like further away from the arete.
Yeah.
It's not a good feeling.
Yeah.
And being high above the ground.
Yeah. So that was the last video that we're gonna do together. It's been an absolute honor to climb with you and train with you, and hopefully you guys have liked it as well. Make sure to follow Adam on everything, Instagram, YouTube. He's a living legend, the world's best climber. Thank you for doing the collab.
It was great. It's an
Thank
honor.
you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.
See you.